Our local station, NBC4 in New York, is on the air because there are two tornadoes in our region now. One confirmed on the ground, another radar indicated. NBC4 New York live and late breaking. Let's listen.
You can still see there is some rotation at the center of this storm as it's driving to the northeast right around 40 miles an hour. Franklin by 7:58, 8:02 towards Riverview Manor, 8:04 by Society Hill.
These are all New Jersey locations.
And then 8:10 towards South Plainfield and 8:13 by North Plainfield. I want to bring in Storm Team 4's Dave Price right now. Dave, what else are you seeing?
Well, a couple of things we need to take note of. This system, this area has seen a kind of corridor where we've seen tornadoes which have kind of moved through, stretching back to Philadelphia, the immediate area around Philadelphia. And of course, earlier this afternoon, we saw tornadoes spawn in and around Maryland and the capital. This question is, how much energy can this retain on that path as we continue the cone to the north and east?
Yeah.
But it's a good reminder. I'm stepping in simply to say that if people are within the cone, and we can set it up once again, I'll ask our producer Eric Brake to do that. If we are in the cone, now is the time to take shelter, head to an interior section of the house. The key here is that the more walls that protect you, the safer you are. If you're in a motorhome, if you're in a trailer, this is the time to go seek a more secure space. Do not go under an overpass. If you're in a car, that is a mistake, and move away from windows and doors.
So the warning's coming for the people of the Northeast region. The timing on this, you heard Dave Price say there, can it retain the energy as it heads towards New York City? I know that many of you who live in, let's stay with the pictures, who live in tornado areas in the deep south or in the Midwest in tornado, where you see them all the time, you're familiar with this. This region is absolutely not. This is, as I've mentioned over and over, this is the remnants of Ida, and it is really wreaking havoc across the region and putting some scares in people in the New York City metropolitan area. Again, back to Storm Tracker 4 and our meteorologists in Midtown.
We've been seeing heavy rain since 4 or 5 o'clock, Dave.
And if you keep in mind, if you take a look at this jigsaw puzzle, at this point, you know, earlier this afternoon, we were talking about watches encompassing the entire area. Now we're talking about warnings, which literally run all the way down to the south end of New Jersey and all the way out east across Long Island and into Connecticut as well. We have a flash flood warning now until 10 p.m. for Fairfield County, Nassau County, Suffolk County, into Westchester as well.
So that's all of Long Island, all of it. Nassau and Suffolk
left that aren't under active flash flood warnings, and this is what we expected, this heavier rain to start to arrive here during these dinner time hours and then continuing through the evening. The bad news is we're just kind of getting starting. I would expect this heavy rain to at least continue up until midnight, if not into the overnight hours. So we're still looking at several inches of additional rainfall on top of what we've already seen, and for many communities it's 2 to 4 inches down already.
Now keep in mind, flash flood warning also for Bergen, Essex, Hudson, Passaic counties.
All of that in New Jersey.
These up.
So a whale of a night ahead for the New York City metropolitan area, for Long Island and parts of Connecticut, certainly northern New Jersey. If you're in that region, and we know so many of our viewers are, we'd suggest you tune to NBC4 New York for the latest updates, as they'll have them for you throughout the night. And now, you know the news.